with one-man police cars. That's kind of a dangerous proposition. I can't imagine a young African-American or white woman going, or Latino woman who are on the police department going to a house where there's a domestic dispute and they run into a guy that's 6'5", beating up his wife, and here she stands, what they do next. Now, he says you can get the cars over fast and things like that, other cars, and that may be true enough, but only time will tell. Hopefully, no police officer gets seriously injured or killed while we're waiting to find this out. Certainly when there's two officers in a car, the chances of injury and death are much less. So now we've increased the chances of something bad happening. Now, whether it will or it won't, maybe the effort by other police officers and other single cars getting to the scene more quickly because there's more of them out there on the streets may suffice. But, I don't know. The police department certainly doesn't think so. But anyway, that's the fourth development, which was the reorganization of the police department. Now, the next development is the natural result of this. Can you play that next tape, please?
Plans for the police department. Mayor Williamson wants more patrols on the road, but the head of the union claims the way he's going about it would put officers' safety on the line. TV5 David Custer live and local with more. David.
Yeah, that's right, Katie. The police union protesting the mayor's plan to restructure the police department, but the mayor says tonight no one is coming up with anything better.
Mayor Williamson is toying with the Flint Police Department and the safety of our officers.
The police union fighting back on the lawn of City Hall against Mayor Williamson's reorganization plan of the Flint Police Department.
We're here to say, Mayor, there are issues in this city, and retaliation against people that speak up will not be tolerated in the city of Flint.
The mayor says it's not retaliation. His 26-point plan that includes one-man patrol cars, no police dogs, and captains and sergeants answering 911 calls had been in the works long before the union voted they had no confidence in Chief Gary Hagler.
This program was done before the police union vote, and it was distributed at 9:30 that morning.
He says single patrol cars put more officers on the streets, creating a bigger presence.
Oh, you'll have twice as many cars out there, twice as much coverage.
But Councilwoman Jackie Poplar says it's too unsafe. She watched an officer on the north side last night respond to an abandoned vehicle, and she says he shouldn't have been there alone.
I just didn't feel it was fair. The officer was nervous when he approached. You could tell when he got out the car.
This here probably isn't perfect. But I'll tell you one thing, it's a billion times better than what we got now. But instead of the police union, everybody criticizing everybody for what they're doing, why don't they come and show me what they think should be done? I've never heard from them.
The mayor also tells me that there'll be more to his plan and he'll unveil it in the next few weeks. And the union says that they plan to file a junction for a temporary restraining order against the mayor's actions tomorrow. Reporting live in Flint, David Custer, TV5 News at 10 on Fox 66.
See, that's the inevitable event in these kinds of disputes, lawsuit. And that's the fifth development. They're going to start a lawsuit, and the question is whether or not this action taken by the mayor violates any of the terms of the union contract with the city of Flint. If it does, this plan may be upset by the court. If the court says no, that's his authority and there's nothing in the contract that would prevent this or prohibit this, then we're going to have one-man police cars out there for some time. But anyway, that's what's happening in regard to this particular issue. These were the developments that really, I think, stem from that meeting with the mayor and the black pastor and the NAACP, where he threw him out of his office. All these are steps that have been taken to try to generate, to put pressure on the mayor and to get support from the community. And the mayor's response, it's alleged that the mayor's response was this reorganization of the police department. And I have some question about that. I think it was more of a coincidence simply because you get 26 or 25-point plan for reorganization. It's hard to do within 9 hours after the last vote was taken on no confidence, because it came out at 9:30 the next morning. Now, he may have moved it up a little, and it may be a little rough, and certainly that's possible because you challenge him, he's going to challenge you back, and that may have happened right here. But the bottom line is the public, when you ask them, they think it's a good idea, and they're all for it. Now let's go on here. Let's look at the, well, I say they're all for it. They're all for it in the sense they want more police officers on the street. I don't know if they necessarily agree that they want more police officers on the street with one in a car. There is some concern about that, obviously, but let's see what happens here. Let's see if it works. If it works, I'm sure all the community will support it. You know, let's look at the other circus going on in another Flint institution, the Flint Board of Education. I'm sure most of you people are aware of the latest misstep by Walter Milton, the recently appointed Flint School Board Superintendent. And, you know, it involves, his problem involved, this new misstep involves his close friend and business partner, Julius Anthony.